So today I'm going to take these two shelves here and I'm going to mount them above the existing shelves. One thing I want to make sure is that the brackets, the new brackets, line up with these two existing brackets. That's going to give us a nice aesthetic. So the tools that I'll be using today are tape measure, I'll need a drill, an impact driver or a screwdriver, pencil, a level, and the materials that I'll need are wall anchors, drywall screws, and also brackets to mount, and of course the two additional shelves. Okay, so I'm just going to explain the hardware really quick. We're using two size screws, these small screws here, and also these longer screws right here. The small screws, they will go through the bracket and into the bookshelf, into the shelf. And we have to make sure that the screw here is long enough to bite into the wood, but not too long so that it protrudes and sticks out on the other side. And that way, you can see over here, it gets a nice smooth finish, but it also retains the shelf in place. So that's one screw, how we're going to secure the top of the shelf to the bracket. The other is going to be an anchor and a drywall screw that anchor the bracket to the wall. So this one we're going to take a small hole, do a pilot hole. This goes countersinks into the wall, and then after it countersinks in, we're going to put in this drywall screw, which is close to the color of the bracket so it doesn't stick out too much. And it's going to have a finish like that. That way we get a smooth finish. Okay, so we're going to go 21 inches from the top of the existing shelf to the top of the new bracket, and I've already placed a crow's foot there to tell us where the mark is. And now I'm going to take my level here and just going to bring it up here to the side, and I'm going to look at my mark and I'm going to make sure that I am vertically aligned with the mark below. So this is going to be a line on the side, and then here is I'm aligned laterally, and now I'm aligned at the top right there. So right here is where I'm vertical with both. I'm going to take my lead pencil here, and I'm going to extend it out, and I'm just going to put a little mark into the wall right there, and then at the bottom also put a mark here. Nope, that did not work. So instead, what I'll do is I'll get my drill bit. Or even a screw, actually. I'll get the screw because the screw sits really much better and the hole doesn't wiggle out as much. So once again, I'm lining up with my vertical mark and my horizontal mark. All right, lined up. And I'll check that I've got a good horizontal level here. Yep. Line horizontally. I got my horizontal mark here. I'm aligned. Take my screw, push it through, pierce it into the drywall. Take the screw, pierce it into the drywall, and now I've got two good marks. One mark down here and one mark up there. Okay, so next I'm going to take a wall anchor and put it into the pilot hole. And I'm just using my hand, I'm not using the driver because I want this to be a controlled, accurate hole. I put it in and I give it about a half a turn of a squeeze. I don't know if you can listen to wall creak. I let it go about 2 or 3 creaks, and now the anchor is flush with the wall. I'm going to do the same thing down here at the bottom. Take my anchor, just bring it over here. Take my anchor, push it in, and gently start turning it, keeping myself perpendicular to the wall. Pushes it in, and the force keeps perpendicular. Turn, turn, turn. It's landed, and get a little bit of squeeze here. And now this anchor and this other anchor are flat. And now I'm going to secure the bracket against the wall. And it's going to be one here at the top. Got my driver. Now I'll use my driver for this. And it goes in like that, top. Secures it. And I'm aligned at the bottom. Get another drywall screw. Over here. Line it up, put it in. Squeeze here. Okay, good. And these are secure. Next is I'm gonna put the other one here. Now, I want them to make sure that they are level. Ideally, the bottom one is level, so the top one should be level too, but Murphy's Law says that they probably won't be, so I'm gonna get the other bracket and use the other bracket. Okay, for this other one, it's gonna be very similar, but we're going to go off of the existing one that we've already placed. So right here, to make sure we're aligned, kind of gonna eyeball it as to where approximately is the height for it. We're gonna come up with the other one. I'm just gonna draw a vertical line. So that's gonna give me the alignment for this on the edge. And then, because what matters is the mounting surface, I don't want them to be crooked. Alright, just keep that lined up right there. And I'm going to make sure that top of mounting surface to top of mounting surface is the same. And down to right about there. Too high. And down a little bit more. A little bit more. See right here, Johnny? See the bubble? That's called a bubble level. And then it just comes down to the point where the bubble is in the center. Alright? And then over here I'm a little off. So I'm just gonna bring it in. Now I've got that point aligned. Right there, still level. And now this may be a little off to the sides, but what I can do now is I'm gonna do, because I know that's correct like that. Just gonna poke it through. And now let's just do the height elevation. I said get the yaw under control here. And now in the wall. And so look at the top bubble. Now it's level. Now it's vertically level. So I got that in. Push that in good. And then punch the bottom one. Now I've got my 2-bit marks. And I'm going to put my pilot hole in. Okay, so now I'm just going to drill my pilot hole with the drill bit here. Lower and upper. Okay, those are drilled in. Place my anchors. Turn, 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 goes in. Sets down, it's in, goes in, And also, note, Johnny, that I'm not just turning. With this hand, I'm pushing it, into the wall.
Pushing in so I get a better grip.
Well, yeah, better torque, and then the other one, I'm turning so that it gets a better bite into the wall. All right, and then we're gonna put in a screw, drywall screw on the top, and set one at the bottom. Top one. Bottom one. Again, another squeeze. Squeeze here. Okay. Now they're set in place. Now we set the bookshelf. The shelf on top.
And we drill it down.
Well, yes, we have to drill pilot holes for the shelf on it. So right here, just kind of looking at the one below it, just a little bit here. Lift it up, make sure that good. Looks good. Aligned with the one below it.
Let's hope so.
Well, if not, we can still adjust it. We can still move the top frame. And this is more aesthetics. Okay, yep, that looks good. We're pressed against the wall. Now, we drill a pilot hole. Make sure that the drill bit only goes through a little bit. See now? Pilot hole is in. Can't quite get to that one over there. To drill the pilot hole.
Is there any other way?
Well, I'm just gonna mark it with the screw here.
How are you supposed to get the drill it? Oh wait, screwdriver.
The screwdriver. That takes care of that one back here. I'm gonna take care of this one over here. Close to the wall. This one on it. That's it. Piece of wood. Here. So here's a little description on screws. The screw that we're using is going to be this conical screw here. It's got the conical head, not this cap styled screw, because I want the conical head to go in to the conical hole of the bracket right there, similar to how the screws are in the bracket below it. They just come in and they've got a nice finish, but they don't stick out on the other side. So I've taken the drill bit and I've pushed it into the chuck so that it only sticks out maybe about a half an inch, and it is going to go into the wood, but not so much that it goes through to the other side of the wood. So right here, I'm gonna drill one pilot hole here, and then over here, where I've got the other hole marked, I'm just gonna line it up and come down vertical into it. So it makes putting the screws easier. I did that here, and don't worry, that's gonna be covered up. Likewise, over here on this side, drilling it. And over here on the back side, there's my little mark. And I'm just gonna line it up, drill it. And that's it. I'm gonna put it back on the wall and screw it in. And just because I've got the tool that speeds it up, I'll use this right here. Drive it in and snug it down. And now, the bookshelf is in place. We're gonna do the same thing over there, except that we'll just speed it up a little bit here. And see here, it's level, and the bubble level's good right here. And so now we go on to the other shelf. So see, the surface is nice and smooth. The screws are holding it in nice and snug. You're not coming out on the other side. And it's level. So here is the finished product. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves to store more stuff on and have it just easily accessed through a step ladder.